I guess in some cases it just ain't too bad, is it? That looks pretty dang good. Hey, it's Pete, GCI Turf. I hope you're having a great day today. And I know we're in a little different setting here. Just don't look like no tall fescue, does it? With this, my friends, this is Bermuda. And I don't know if you know it or not, but we've been treating warm season turf for a while now. We treat several Bermuda yards, zoysia yards, some sports complexes and that kind of thing. So I'm no stranger to Bermuda. I know a little something about it. But today I want to show you something we got going on here. Now, this particular soccer field has had 3 soccer camps within a matter of 4 weeks. Look at that. Man, I'm telling you, the foot traffic and those cleats from the soccer players, and it's liable to be a couple hundred kids out here just all day going at it. Man, that is tough on this Bermuda turf. So it's my job to wake us back up and fill these spots in before we go into winter. So I got a couple things I'm gonna do right here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pound this with some nitrogen. Now, I've got a good commercial grade nitrogen. I'm gonna put down 1 pound per 1,000, and in my bare dirt areas, I'm gonna put down 2 pounds per 1,000. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some biostimulants at this. I got some RGS, I got some Aerate, and I got some Humic 12, all mixed up in the tank. And I'm gonna spray them all over the field at one time. Now I'm going on a high rate on every single one of those products. For the last thing I like to do, now this is by far my favorite part. Now, you know I'm a big time advocate of the AeraVator. I'm gonna tell you what, it ain't nothing in the world like an AeraVator. Now let's get over here and let's look at this ground right here. And you can see, now this is irrigated. And look at it, hard as a rock. Even though it's irrigated, look at that. That comes from compaction, foot traffic, foot compaction, mowing it. You know, these Bermuda fields, they mow them every other day, and that ground gets hard. Look at it, I'm gonna work that fertilizer down in this ground, and I'm gonna break the surface of the soil about 4 inches deep. That way this Bermuda, you can see it, see these runners right here. What this thing will do is I put the extra nitrogen in the bare dirt, so that when it rains and gets watered in right here, and that nitrogen's sitting right here, this Bermuda is gonna chase after it. It's gonna go get that nitrogen. Them runners are gonna take off and fill in this area right here. Now, you don't have to have an AeraVator to do that. You can use a little tiller, a little small hand tiller. You can use a pick. If you got little small areas, you can just use a pick and drive that thing in the ground and break that soil up. All I'm trying to do is loosen up the ground so that that Bermuda runner can take off and tack down and just go like crazy. Hey, once this Bermuda gets to running, man, you can't keep up with it. If you don't have access to a good quality commercial nitrogen, fertilizer, whatever, hey, don't sweat that. That's okay. Just go down to Lowe's or Home Depot and get you some milorganite. It will do the exact same thing if you're trying to fill in these bare spots in Bermuda. Now, one thing I would do different than what the bag says is I would use double the amount of milo, because you know Bermuda's, man, it's hungry. It's gonna eat a lot, so you need to double up on that milorganite so that you can get that Bermuda to chase in these bare dirt areas. But you can see right here, man, that AeraVator, it just eats the ground all to pieces. The hard ground ain't got a chance against that thing. All right, so there you go. I'll get with these folks and make sure they water this real well. And of course, if you try this on your Bermuda, you'll want to water it in real good. But remember, I wanted a full rate of Humic 12, RGS, and Air 8. I put a pound of N over the entire property, over the entire field, and I put 2 pounds of N on my bare dirt areas, and I worked them in the ground with the AeraVator. Of course, you can use a plugger, aerator, pickaxe, whatever, anything that'll break that ground up. Now, a little quick note on this bad boy right here. What I done is I loaded this machine up, this Ventrac, on my trailer and my truck. And I had the AeraVator, spreader in the front, sprayer in the back. I had this sprayer built for this thing. And I want to tell you how productive I've been today. One man, I have spread quite a bit of fertilizer. It's a total of 7.4 acres of turf out here. It's 3 softball fields, 3 soccer fields, and I have aerated all of the bare areas. I have spread the entire thing down with fertilizer, and I've sprayed all 7.4 acres in one day in about 5 hours. So that is super duper productive. So I couldn't be more happy right now. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to just do something a little different. Like I said, we've been working on Bermuda yards for a while now. I just don't talk much about it. Well, I don't know, I just don't. I'm a fescue guy, I like fescue, but hey, I know that you Bermuda guys, you've been beating me up on this, and you know, all you guys with warm season, hey, when's your warm season program coming out? Well, I've been working on that thing for about 2.5 months now, and the reason it takes me so long to get one of those things ready is, of course, I work, I got a job, I got a family, and on top of that, I don't want to hand you nothing that isn't incredibly detailed. And that's the kind of guy I am. I'm a detailed fella. And so I want, when I give you a lawn care program, I want every I dotted and every T crossed. Okay, so I'm just about done with it. So just be patient. I'll get it out there to you. And then it'll be the same academy style program that we apply to fescue and other cool season turf. But of course, it'll be directed directly toward warm season. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna start showing a little more warm season stuff now that we're kind of in the thick of things, and get your Bermuda right.